Back in the book segment tonight, before President Obama gave his press conference in Washington, he visited Missouri for a town hall meeting where he said this.
For those of you who are watching certain news channels that, on which I'm not very popular, and you see folks waving tea bags around, let me just remind them that I am happy to have a serious conversation about how we are going to cut our health care costs down over the long term.
All right, rejoining us now from Los Angeles, the Duke of Droll, Dennis Miller. I think he was referring to Fox News there, was he not?
One thing I forgot about the press conference before we get into that, which really does bug me, is I liked it when he apologized to the pig community for calling them swine. It's not a press conference without an apology, so my hat's off. It seems like my man bends over backwards to take care of everybody's feelings, except one thing, and it doesn't go much farther than high school, Billy. Barack Obama fancies himself a cool kid, and cool kids don't like squares. I think he's more at ease with the swells than he is with what he construes to be the yokels. I didn't like it when they laughed at that plumber the next day. I don't like the laughing at the Teabag people. You know, I think he looks out at that Norman Rockwell hoi polloi demo, and those are the only people he might want to waterboard. These are just regular people who are a little peeved. You go out of your way to receive the anger and animus of every freak on the planet Earth. Let's let these 250,000 Americans who just feel a little overwhelmed by government intrusion have their day. You don't have to make fun of them, man. Listen, I think Republicans, conservatives are about to enter a nuclear winter. I consider myself mostly conservative. And you have to have rhino skin to get through a nuclear winter. And I'm telling you, Mr. President, when you snicker my whole life, that's made it easier for me to grow rhino skin. If you want to think us the fools, if you want to look at me and you want to look at those people and think us the fools, trust me, my friend, you're not bringing anybody together. Because when I see that plumber thing and I see that, I sit there and I go, hey, what's that all about, pal? We're just people who disagree on something.
I think that Barack Obama in his adult life has never been criticized, ever. If you follow his career, if you read his books, never been criticized. Now he is. Particularly on Fox News, some of the commentators just don't like liberal politicians. There's no doubt. And he doesn't like it. He's not used to it. He's used to having people say, yes, Barack, yes, you're the greatest guy. He's not used to people like talk radio people and some on Fox nailing him. Now, I got to get to our inspector.
Real quickly, though, Bill, real quickly, I think the guy has rabbit ears. You got 250,000 people who are a little peeved, and he hears that. It appears he hears everything except the Reverend Wright screaming at the top of his lungs 4 feet away from him.
There's no doubt he's sensitive to criticism. All right, what do you think about Specter?
Listen, I haven't trusted Specter since James Bond warned me about him in Dr. No. This is the nut who hatched the single bullet theory back during the Warren Commission. You know, that bullet went down here, hung a left, mate down here, went through Conley's wrist. I mean, I thought he's been a bit of an odd duck since then, but he's 79 years old now. What else is he going to do? Is he going to go back to Philly and be the weird coot that lives down at the end of the street? Of course he is. He's going to walk around the Hill now, change party affiliations, because up there he realizes there's a kid whose college credit is predicated on following him around with the drool cup and catching the discharge on an hourly basis. He's going to be there forever. This is another one of those pro-choice lifers, and he is going to make Zac Efron and Robert Byrd look similar before you pry him out of there. Try to get Arlen Specter out of Capitol Hill. He's going to look like a raccoon in a flashlight at your trash bin at 3 in the morning. And you know something? Good riddance. Let him go over to the Dems for a while. Let them be embarrassed to be in bed with this whack job for a few years.
I don't know if there's embarrassment coming, but Dennis Miller, everybody, here you go. And just a reminder, we had a town hall